Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about doctors and the importance of having a good GP. Now, I'm not here to give any medical advice. This is just in my own experience, what I've experienced, what's happened, and how it's been hard sometimes, and how you lose that motivation, that confidence to actually go to the doctors, and what you can sort of do to overcome that. Okay, so I was going to try do this outside, but it just did not work. So once again, I'm not here to give you any medical advice, anything like that. I'm just talking in my own experiences, what I've experienced and how I've been discouraged to continue, and what I've done to help myself continue. As we all know, we generally only feel like we need help when we're in those really low states. And if something goes wrong when we try to reach out for that help, it can be like a divide. It can be just, you know, that's it, I'm not trying again sort of situation. So when I was in Ballarat, I had a referral from my doctor to see a psychiatrist because me and my psychologist thought that that was the best next step. And my GP in Ballarat was fantastic. She was really good, really supportive, and used to help me a lot. Obviously, when I moved down here, they're now an hour and a half away, so I had to cancel seeing them because it was just too far for me to go for an appointment. And I had to pretty much come down to Melbourne and start all over again. So I have tried probably about 6 GPs now, and it was really difficult to find a good one. The first GP was good, but she was very expensive. So I decided to not see her because money is one of my big stresses. Instead, I decided to go to a bulk bill clinic. I then went to a bulk bill clinic and asked for a referral to see a psychiatrist. The doctor would not give me a referral to see a psychiatrist. He gave me a referral to see a psychologist under a mental health plan instead, even though I knew I needed to see a psychiatrist. So he gave me that referral to see the psychologist, and it took me a little bit of time, but I did eventually start seeing her. I probably saw her about 2 months after I saw him because I was so discouraged by the fact he just kept saying, you don't need to see a psychiatrist, you just need a psychologist. Even though me and my last doctor and my last psychologist decided I needed to see a psychiatrist. Anyway, so that discouraged me for a while, put me in a slump. I didn't end up booking into the psychologist for a couple of months after that because I was like, no, I need a psychiatrist. This isn't what I need. Turns out I need all of them. Anyway, so then I started seeing the psychologist. I saw her twice, and then she said, yep, you need to see a psychiatrist as well as me. So then I went back to the doctors and booked another doctor and said, look, I need to see a psychiatrist. I need a referral. Me and my psychologist both agree that I need this. And I saw a completely different doctor, and she was very rude. She was like, well, why do you need to see a psychiatrist? What am I meant to be telling them? What's the reason for this? I need a reason. And she was very snappy and very rude, and that discouraged me even more. She didn't write anything on the referral. She just wrote, needs to see a psychiatrist for stress issues or something like that. Or, no, she wrote mild depression and anxiety. And I was like, great, that's not cool. But I didn't feel comfortable telling her anything. When she tried to ask me what I need to see the psychiatrist for, it was like she didn't care or she didn't believe me. So then I got the referral to see a psychiatrist, and basically a psychiatrist has to approve to see you. So with a referral like that, I was like, great, I'm not even going to get approved to see anyone. Finally, I did get a call, and I did get approved to see one guy, which was really lucky, and he ended up being really good. Now, before I went to see the psychiatrist, I went back to the doctors another time because my anxiety was so bad that I wasn't sleeping, and I asked them if they could, my psychologist said just something like Valium, just to put you out at night, just for now, just until we can get you into the psychiatrist. When I tried to ask this next doctor for this, she said, no, you need long-term medication. I said, I know I need long-term medication, but I'm seeing the psychiatrist for the long-term medication, so I'd just like something to be able to sleep now, for now. But no, she gave me long-term medication anyway. She said I should feel the effects in like 2 to 5 days, which was true. I did start to feel a lot more calm, and my anxiety started to settle down, and I started to sleep a little more. And then I just given up on GPs completely because all of them, she started me off on 20 milligrams of what I'm on, and I threw it all up the first day. So then I cut it down to half, and it made me nauseous, but I didn't throw it up. But they're only meant to start you at about 2.5 milligrams and work you up very slowly. And I did tell her I had a weak stomach, and she said, no, 20 milligrams is a good starting point. Turns out it's not a good starting point, and I had another shitty GP. So then I went to my psychologist, and I just told her that I couldn't find a good GP, one that actually gives a damn about what's going on. And she referred me to one in the bulk bill clinic, and he has been fantastic. He's so thorough with everything. He really cares. He's genuine. He did blood tests because of the new medication I'm on, just to watch my levels. But yeah, so he's been really, really good. So what I would recommend, because I know how hard it is to go back, and between most of those visits it was a couple of months, because you just feel like they're throwing you back out the door and you feel like they don't really give a damn about you. The first step to good mental health is having a good GP. Try to get referred. That would be my biggest advice to anyone. What I did when I got referred to my psychologist and I started seeing her, she referred me to a really good GP in the clinic she works in, which then in turn gave me a good GP. So she gave me a couple of doctors' names, and I got to pick which one I wanted. So I picked one of them, and then I tried to see him, and I did see him, and he's been charting everything and taking everything down properly, weighing me, doing everything that a good GP would do, or a good GP should do, to be honest with you. If you find you have a GP that doesn't really care and just throws you back out the door, try a different one. I know it's really difficult. The easiest times to go is when you're feeling good. I know the times when I'm feeling bad is the time when I'm like, right, I need to get into my GP now. And then when I'm good, I'm like, I don't need to see a GP anymore. So the best thing to do is try to go when you're feeling good, because then you can properly assess what they're like and properly assess the situation. Anyways, this has just been my experience with GPs. 4 or 5 in the past 12 months. It's been a bit of a roller coaster, but I finally have a good one. A good GP is so important because they need to track everything that the psychiatrist and psychologist does. And all 3 of my psychologist, psychiatrist, and doctor all not talk to each other, but need to communicate with each other on what meds I'm on and things like that, just to make sure everything's going well. This is my story on what's happened with my GPs. Get yourself a good one. Try to get referred. Psychologists, psychiatrists, friends, family. I'm sure some of them have a good GP. You don't have to tell them what it's for. Just see if you can find yourself a really good GP, because that's a really good starting point. You need all your medical practice people in place for a good mental health plan going forward. Anyways guys, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification if you want to be notified when I post new videos every week. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all next week. Bye. Yo, my name is Oprah and this is my spot. Take a seat and don't whine, cause I ain't a big shot. I was thinking we could make a little tribe, but that only works if y'all subscribe.